Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Vic, aka Mr. Glass, and I'm here today to bring you guys another build video. So, I promised you guys last week in the video that I had for my ISO slasher that I would build you guys another ISO slasher this week, right? And this one, in my humble opinion, is better than the last one, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean by that. Alright, so, I mean, the slashing part is pretty simple, man. Like, we're gonna upgrade pretty much everything. Now, I want you guys to notice something real quick. So if I upgrade standing dunk, I don't get as many badges, right? And you have to waste more points. So we're just gonna upgrade post hook because it gives you more badges. It's literally that simple. So, all right, midi 3, and that, and we need 20 badges for the event. So, bang, that's what I did right there. We're gonna go with a lot of playmaking. All right, so unfortunately, pretty much leaves this as your options for defense. Now, I believe what I did on mine was to put steal up, so that way you have an opportunity to, yeah, you can put pickpocket on, maybe get yourself a couple steals on ball. But really and truly, this is not an on ball defending build. You definitely don't want to have to guard ball. If you can avoid it, do so. Okay? This build is primarily a rec build used for grinding rep. Alright, so the height. Now, I could drop the height some, and you'll see here that it really doesn't actually give you any advantages, except this gives you a little bit of extra ball handling. I probably should have done that, right? But I didn't. I kept it at 196 height. You guys might want to drop it to there just so you get the extra ball handling. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Actually, I'm not sure you can. Let's see. Let's do an on the fly test real quick, guys. Can I still get my wingspan where I need it to be? Nope, I cannot. So that's why I did that. Alright, so back up to 196 we go. Minimum weight. And right there is where we put our wingspan. One up from the base. Now, you could go right here, but that drops your 3. And it drops your ball handling to where you don't get pro off rip. I didn't want to do that. I like my pro dribble, so that's why we went with it. And this is where the magic happens with the takeovers, guys. My previous ISO slasher build had sharp shooting takeover, or as they say, spot up shooter take. And that's a great takeover for an ISO build, because once you get it, they gotta pull up on you and they gotta play you close. It's really a good badge to have, but the real gem in this is being able to take playmaking tape this time. And here's the reason for that. You can break anyone's ankles with play tape. Okay? When you have play tape, your teammates probably ain't gonna miss. And if you're playing rec for rec, what more do you need? You're a one-way freight train to the bucket at 98 overall because you get elite contacts. You're going to dot your teammates wide open because they got to help. I mean, it is really... You don't have a downside to play tape, man, I'm telling you. Now, some people would argue and say, oh, you should get slasher tape so you get contacts right off the rip once you have tape. No, you're going to play this build at 98 overall. Do not get that tape. The only 2 takes that you can consider in this situation are the sharpshooting and the playmaking. The reason why I choose playmaking is because I'm already good on offense. Why not help my teammates and make me slightly better at handling the ball, which is one of the few things that this build could be better at because you only get an 80 ball handling. So that's an important stat. So why not make yourself better, right? So we're going to go play take. And really quickly before we are done, you see it says slasher just like my other one. Obviously, way different build though. Alright, so we're going to go really quickly to test the badges. so I can show you guys how I would set it up. Just real quick. It's real simple, right? So you see you got 21, 20, 16, and 1. A lot of offensive badges here. Alright, so we're going to do our badges. Relentless Bronze, Silver Hall of Fame, Showtime Hall of Fame, Contact Hall of Fame. We got one more chance for a Hall of Fame badge. Now, some people would argue that this badge that I'm about to put on is useless. I humbly disagree. Because if I'm in the lane, right, and I get a steal and I'm running down court, this will get me takeover. Now, you could obviously decide to put Fancy on Hall of Fame instead and give yourself the option to hop step. I rarely hop step because I have the unfortunate situation of hop stepping into people a lot. That's just my personal thing that I don't like. Now, another thing you could do is bronze here and then gold there. That's what I'm going to do on mine. But if you want the best bang for your buck on fast break finisher, that's what you're going to do with it right there. Okay? Shooting badges. Bang. 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 And flexible on bronze. We're not going to do pick and popper. That was a mistake. For Deadeye, I mean, we could do Deadeye on silver here. We probably will. I mean, we don't really have any other place to put it. I mean, we could go hot start or slippery off ball or something like that. But Deadeye, in case, you know, I'm sure you guys have seen me dribble a lot. If you are at all like me and you like to shoot off of a rhythm shot, like you know, with the hop step and stuff, sometimes they're going to come up and challenge that shot. If they come up and challenge that shot, it would definitely help to have Deadeye. Right? So, obviously, handles for days. Obviously, quick first step. We're going to go with tight handles on gold here, too. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. That's my secret badges for this. I really think Flashy Passer is going to be huge on this build, especially if you're playing it to grind rep like I am. It's going to help your team because you're going to get takeover. It's a great thing to have. Now, your one defensive badge, you got two options in my opinion. Three, really. Clamps, pickpocket, interceptor. What do you feel like is most important for your playstyle? I think that's all going to differ. If you're forced to play on ball on defense, you're definitely going to want clamps, right? But the other thing is, if you're on ball and you can harass the ball handler, make it hard for them to actually dribble, pickpocket's a great option. Also, if you're in the lane and you're playing in the corner, which really you should be in this build, having interceptor is fantastic, right? Even on bronze, it'll help you grab a few more than you would otherwise, right? So, the reality of this thing is very simple. It's up to you on this. If you're in the corner, that's the badge you want, though, which is what you should be doing with this build. And that's it, guys. That's the build video. This is the new ISO slasher build. You guys are definitely going to see this played in the park. I cannot wait until I am ready at 98 overall to showcase this build in its own separate video. Right now I'm at 92. I have almost all of my shooting badges, almost all of my playmaking, almost all of my finishing. We're really close on all fronts. So this build should be coming out the house perfectly timed for Saturday for the 3 times rep for 20 shooting badges event. You guys will see me in the rec a lot on Saturday, man. I hope you guys are ready for that. And I hope you guys are ready for an individual new ISO slasher build video. If you enjoyed this, make sure you hit that like button. Also, let me know in the comment section if you want to see gameplay from this build once I hit 98. Because I plan on bringing it to you. But if you're okay with seeing my other slasher and you don't think you need to see this one, you can let me know that too. But I can already tell you from playing it a little bit in the park a few days ago, the gameplay from this and the other one, completely different. Like, it's night and day. With the addition of play take, it is totally a different ballgame. Alright? So until I see you guys, don't break nothing, man. I'm out.